Hey guys, my name's David. I'm here at WCS Canada, and we're going to go over the Koro trap. As you see, he released a new version that has a different pan. We have both versions here at WCS Canada. If you want to check them out, you can check out our site. I'm going to go over basically the different in and outs of them, what we like, what we don't like, and so forth. So, as most people are aware of the old ones, I'll go over here. So basically they have a bar that goes over top of your strike bar, and it goes into your pan, into that little hole that's there, and that's what locks your strike bar up. The problem with that is we like the animal to come in this way, so when this gets set off, this would go up. So if the animal was in line with this bar, there's a potential of them being thrown out of the trap or thrown in a way that leads to a bad catch. Originally this trap was designed to be used this way, so it was supposed to come in here and get caught. That creates a scissoring action here to euthanize the animal. We'd rather have it on that type of motion, that we're directly striking them. The other thing is it's a bigger trap this way than it is here, so there's a little bit less restriction, and it's naturally people want to use it this way. The other thing I personally is my opinion, I find this one a bit more finickier to set than the new one. For instance, I'll just set them both right now and you can kind of judge for yourself. The bar comes up, I'll put my safety on. So then the bar is going to go in, and there you go, it's set. Now I've done this quite a few times. If you have weaker hands, these traps are a bit harder to set. So forth. Anyway, I'll do it with a new one now. So it's from the same spot. It's a bit the same amount of tension. I'll put my safety on. Not really a good example. And it's done. Safety's off there. I can put it back on. But anyway, so what this eliminates now is there's no bar here to kick that animal out, which is a plus. And to me, it's a little bit easier to set. Still, if you have weak hands, you're still going to have a harder time drawing up. They do make setters for these traps if you really want them. I don't think most people shouldn't need them. So basically that's the big difference in the traps. Upon initial looking at them, I took a Sullivan pan tension tester. These traps are a heavier trigger. These ones averaged out around 1.5 pounds. There are some outliers, some were a bit more, some were a bit less. The old ones, they were about 0.5 pound. Whether this affects how good the trap is going to be is going to kind of depend. We found that red squirrels and the bigger ones, because that's what we use for gray squirrels, are these bigger ones, wouldn't necessarily get caught the best. So maybe that pan tension will eliminate that smaller squirrel, potentially, if that's what you want. The other thing is it may have no effect at all. We are doing a bit of field testing with them right now. We just don't have it done completely. He does offer them 2 sizes as well. So there are these little ones. They're basically exactly the same as the big ones, except for they're smaller in size. The big ones do come with 2 springs or 1 spring on the old ones. On the new pan style, I know we only have the double spring version. We don't have a single spring version. I don't know if he makes them or not. I'll have to check. We prefer the double spring version just because it's stronger, and we find it does a better job. These little guys, you're going to use them for like your red squirrels, your smaller squirrel versions. I believe these are passed for muskrat, although check. The other thing too is whenever you're using traps, it doesn't matter if it's a cage trap all the way up to a conifer bear or these things, always check your local laws to make sure you are allowed to use them. The other thing I wanted to go over with these traps is the use of a box. So when we set these, we have a 4-foot box with a bait chamber in the center, and there's 2 that are back to back. The reason we do that is because per check we can have a potential 2 squirrels, and that with only 1 bait chamber versus if you only had 1 trap with a bait chamber. Also, the other thing it does is it keeps the animal that's been euthanized in the trap from public view. Well, it's one of the biggest things about using snap traps, mice. People don't like seeing dead animals, so if you can keep them out of the public view, that's all the better. At the end of the video, I will show you the me testing a few of them with the pan tensioner, just for you can see for yourself the differences. Each little tick mark on them represents a pound if you've never used them. Anyway, so I just want to thank you for watching, and we'll do a bit more of an in-depth video once we have some more field testing back. But thanks again. If you want to see more videos, hit that subscribe button at the bottom there and like the video. We also have a Facebook page as well. Our store website's wcscanadastore.com. We sell everything from wildlife control supplies to wildlife management stuff like food plot seed. Anyway, thanks again, and have a good day.